And here we go, we're finally recording. I'm sorry. So Nicole and I have been on the phone for I don't know how long now, and I keep starting recording and I keep stopping recording because we apparently have way too much in common and to talk about. But we're finally going to talk about Spark and her book with her daughter Cassie. And I'm with Nicole Akers of give me the title again of your daughter's book.
Flowers Make Me Happy.
Okay, we were talking about clearly her daughter does not pay attention to the news and the world is falling apart. And she's talking about flowers and happiness and what is wrong with this girl because it's all joy and love and happiness. And can we just get a little more of that, please? It's just way too good. So we're here to talk about Nicole and Cassie's experience. And in fact, we want to talk about sort of whose experience it is, because as we were just talking about, you know, whose book is this? And is it yours? And a lot of people in Spark, I mean, I struggled with that myself from, is it my book or is it my son's book? And for a while, it was too much of my book. So why don't we start out with that? Is it your book or is it her book or is it like your plural book? And welcome, by the way.
Thank you. Glad to be with you. I do have to say that this is Cassie's book. I got the idea to put it into book form, really, Bradley, from your inspiration, from writing with your niece. And I thought, oh my gosh, she wants to write a book. And actually, my older daughter wanted to write a book and still does. But she's academically inclined in school and has a lot of life and busyness. And my younger daughter said, I want a book. And I said, well, what could you write about? And so what I did was I kind of sat back and observed. Like if an 8-year-old is going to have a book, what does she write about? Because she probably doesn't have, super high grammar skills or structure skills. So I looked at the things she loved. And I said, hey, Cassie, what if you drew the flowers that you love so much? Because this kid, when we go on walks, we walk the dog, flowers make her happy. And she's always been this way. But flowers move her to happy tears. This kid will cry over the joy of seeing flowers.
No way.
And so I thought, how do you capture that in a book? Because that's her. That's what'll make it her, is to give it the love that she shares for flowers. So the goal then became, how do I help her bring that out? Because I'll have to help with the technical aspects, but keep it hers. And kids love to color. So I asked her, honey, what if you draw the flowers and we make it a coloring book? And then I started talking with her. What do you think when you think about flowers? How do you think? What do you feel? And so I had her start putting her phrases down, the things that she thinks and feels about flowers. And that's what we're working into the inspiration of the book.
You just completed the how to do this with your kid lesson in the course, because that's what I think a lot of parents struggle with. They say, okay, I want to write the book. Okay, Bradley, you got me. I want to write the book with a kid. But they say, okay, here we go. Where do we start? But you just said it. I mean, especially for an 8-year-old, how does this make you feel? And then so walk us through what actually happened. So you're asking her questions, and does she write it down like pen and paper, or how does she, or does she tell you, or how do you get the words out?
I asked her to make a list.
So she's writing it down.
Yes, she actually, the list is very, very cryptic. Okay, here you go. Cassie's list. Cassie wrote this. I said, what do you think 10 to 12 things Cassie thinks about for flowers? And so she wrote her list And then she explained it to me.
What are squishes?
Squishes. It's a kind of flower. They
Huh?
make her happy, like when she has a stress reliever, squishies, like it's a toy for her. And she relates the joy of flowers to how she is joyful when she has squishies.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, Cassie is all over this. Like this is her thing.
Can I see it again? Can you put it up in front of the camera again? This
I
is
can
fun.
send it to you, of course.
It's mommy flower, picture flower. I love her writing in her like backwards letters. It's so cute. Oh, it's too much.
Flowers are
Oh,
beautiful, like
wow.
mommy is beautiful.
Oh,
That's what she
it's
said.
killing me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Cassie's list. And we talk often, like when we're walking or walking the dog, we talk about how do flowers make you feel? What joy do they bring? Because we can't get around the corner without her stopping to pick a flower or stop to admire it. So I ask her when she stops, what are you thinking about right now? What are you feeling? So that I can help bring that out in the book.
So I think we should address the parents who might be listening who have boys, and I'm just going to explain this for you. So this does not happen with my 14 and 16-year-old boys. Just for the record, because I'm still in awe that this even exists. And so your daughter, she's human. She's a. It's really, you're not making this up. It's not like some Disney special you guys saw. This really happens. It's too much.
She is human and she wants to meet Mr. Bradley.
Oh. Okay, can you tell her what she said when I was trying to get in touch with you?
Okay, this was so funny because I told Cassie that I was going to talk with you. And she said, Mommy, why does Mr. Bradley want to talk with you? It's my book.
She's got a point. She's got a point.
She does, right? It's her book.
Wow. Oh, wow. Hey, and so you said you even brought in your husband, because we've had a few examples in Spark of like reining in like other family, and like La Serena's got her husband helping with the cover, and so you said your husband is helping with the cover.
Yes, my husband Clay actually designed the cover, and we had Cassie side by side. Actually, she was sandwiched between us, and we sat on the couch one Saturday, and we were looking on Amazon for flower books, and what and how they perform. And so we looked there for
And how they
inspiration.
perform. You guys are doing marketing research on Amazon. You guys are killing me. Wow.
On marketing, yes, on Amazon with Cassie between us on a Saturday morning.
Wow.
And it was hilarious. I was trying to decide if I should hire someone to make a cover. And was like, are you kidding me? He's like, go pick something. Give me an idea. Let's let Cassie pick the colors and see what Cassie likes out of what performs. And we will work with it from there. So Cassie helped pick the colors. And we had to steer a tiny bit there. So, the colors that would coordinate and pop. But the colors are her choice. And the flowers are her choice.
Wow. And you were saying something about good purple and bad purple, but I didn't understand that. What does that mean?
Okay, so Cassie's favorite color is purple. And ever since she has been very young, 2 or 3, somewhere around in there, she has always had good purple and bad purple. And so good purple is she loves all purple, but good purple is her most favorite purple. So that is a real dark, rich purple. And bad purple is her less favored color, and it's a light purple.
Okay.
So good purple and bad purple is the way that she always talked to us about the color purple.
Wow. So how does this make her feel? I mean, this is her first book, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. And how does it make, again, I have 14-year-old and 16-year-old boys, right? Different planets. But
Yes.
how does it make an 8-year-old girl feel to be writing a book that's going to get published?
She is so excited, and I don't think she fully gets it yet. She gets that mommy has a book and she
Okay.
loves it and she'll cuddle up with it. And she took it to school for read in. And read in is where they read in school half the day. It's like camping inside, like they actually pitch tents and flashlights and they
Oh,
bring
fun.
books. And she took my book for a read in. So she gets where we're going and she is so
Okay.
excited about it. It is going to fully click for her when she holds her own book with her own name on it.
Wow. So you're going to put it up. Are you just going to publish some books, or are you just going to print some books, or are you going to put it up on Amazon as ebook and paperback, that whole thing? What's your plan?
On Amazon as ebook and paperback, and of course we will order some. Her birthday, the idea was to give it as a gift for her birthday to her classmates. So we will order
Oh,
author copies and send them to school with her for her to give to her classmates as her gift to them.
wow. Oh, wow. So she's really going to hold it in her hands. That is going to be, I mean, when I was 8 years old, I think I was like eating dirt. I'm pretty guaranteed I was not writing, much less publishing books. But I mean, that's what's so cool about now, right? I mean, the fact that we can get books up there, with some knowledge up on Amazon and have paperbacks, and it's not, well, it's definitely some work to get it up there, especially the paperbacks. They're a pain, but getting it up there, and then you and your daughter can have her own book that she published, and she can even say this is. She walks into that next read in at school and says, "I brought my book today."
Yes. And
Wow,
what kid doesn't
wow,
like to color? Plus, it's good for adults too. It's relaxing. I mean, there are adult coloring books out there, right? Because
yeah,
it relaxes us and takes us to a better place. So it has appeal for everyone, as long as you like flowers or like to color. But it's a relaxing thing that people love to do for fun. And what kid doesn't love to color?
wow.
So I think the goal for anyone who would be wanting to write a book with a kid would be, first of all, you got to know and love the kid. And
Yeah,
then for it to be their book, to be something that they love.
okay. You got to listen and listen to what they want and make it their book,
Yes.
not like, well, yeah, the example we were talking about with me and with my son, how I think it was turning into more of the book I thought he should write. Whereas when we talked with another Spark member, and she was saying she was running into that herself, where she was guiding too much the direction of the book, and I thought, wow, I'm guilty of the same thing, and because I think ideally these are really their books and it's their ideas and it's their. I mean, just like she said, when why should Mr. Bradley talk with you? This is my book, and we want them to have that ownership and the pride of creating something. I mean, that's a big part of this. I mean, a big part of it is you guys doing it together. I mean, you got mom and dad and Cassie and daughter in there working together. I mean, that's fantastic. But then at the end of the day, what I really like is she can hold up this thing and say, "This is mine. I did it."
Yes.
No, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, then I think we should talk again when her book is out and also you said maybe I can talk with her. So maybe I can talk with her. We can have a follow-up, podcast episode and talk with Cassie herself, as brightly so. I should really be talking with her. I don't know what I'm doing, wasting my time with mom, but forget you guys. And then I really want to hear about when she gets the book in her hand and takes it to read in, and just how that makes her feel, as a young girl who has created this thing.
Well, I will take a video for you when we get the book and she opens it and gets to feel it so
Oh,
you can see that reaction.
oh, great. Oh, that'll be great to share. Oh, great. Okay, well, this is like episode 1 then of Cassie's story down authorship lane. And I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so happy to have you guys in there. And I should add for Spark listeners and potential Spark listeners that uh, I hadn't heard so much. I hadn't interacted so much with Nicole during November, during the time when we were running Spark, and I was wondering what was going on. But lo and behold, behind the scenes, she and her daughter were busy working away. So it is possible to stay sort of behind the scenes and get this done too. You don't have to be super active, and because we have a lively Facebook group, but you don't have to be in there so lively and jumping for joy and doing videos of yourself and everything. Although that's more than welcome, but it is possible, just as Nicole and Cassie have done, to get this done and have their book done and have a super happy little girl, with 8-year-old girl with her own book about flowers and happiness. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that. So I'm so grateful that you were in Spark this time, and I'm looking forward to how this pans out with the story of Cassie and her happy place. So thank you so much for being there, Nicole.
You're welcome, and thank you for the spark of inspiration.
Oh, good. My pleasure. Okay, we'll be talking soon.
Great.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.